All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another phenomenal episode of multiPOPtural, the hardest to pronounce pop culture podcast on the planet. I am your host, Brian, a.k.a. B. Hearn, a.k.a. the Puerto Rican Django.
I said, this is my world. And in my world, you got to get dirty. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting dirty.
Oh,
Django!
What's up, guys? I'm Jordan Brown, aka Doodoo Brown 3879 on Fortnite, PS4, and now all platforms. Which actually, PUBG is on PS4.
Finally.
And guess what? I don't fucking play still. PUBG. AKA USDA Fresh Prime Meat. AKA the Puerto Rican. Oh wait, no, that's B. Hearn. My bad.
You're the half-C.
That's insensitive.
Wow.
I'm sorry. You're the one that normally says it. I
You're
just
right.
said it for you.
You're right.
And it's your boy Jadon, a.k.a. the Space Cracker, a.k.a. broke-ass Elon Musk, because I am a broke-ass Elon Musk.
I give a what you think, Jerry.
I feel like that would be what people say. Like that would be your thing in the ring. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm so used to you saying it. Because you would be like, because I am a broke ass
Elon Musk.
I'm really broke. People just
WWE, look out.
People throw dollar bills.
Yes!
On stage.
Yes. He needs it. He needs this.
So before we get started, we just want to say a big thank you to our family, friends, fans that we've made. You know, this is our first year doing the podcast. And this is from 5 guys who have never been on a podcast before, rarely even listened to one in the first place.
I know what a microphone is.
That is true. My brother Skylar, look out for the tour 2019. We do appreciate you sticking with us through our ups and downs. It's definitely been some learning curves along the way. We'd love to hear some more feedback on what you'd like to see for us to do in 2019. You know, go to the website, www.multipoptural.com. Go to the Contact Us form or hit us up on any of our social media platforms. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see. We're doing more videos, more live streams, the whole 9 yards.
I swear I'll write a blog.
Shit's
I
on the
promise.
come up. Yeah, same. Yeah, me too.
I'm going to get them on. I'm going to put them to work in 2019, I promise. And, not just in North Carolina, we've been getting a lot of love across the country and as well as internationally. So we want to give
Surprisingly so,
yes.
man. Like, holy
we'll
shit.
take it. We'll take it. So a big shout out to our people in France.
Je vous remercie.
A big thank you to our people in Brazil. Obrigado.
Misery Chick, love you.
Poland.
Dziękuję ci.
The Netherlands.
Danke.
Italy.
Grazie.
And for our fans in Canada and the UK.
Sound clip here.
No sound clip needed. Thank you. You've been wicked mental throughout this whole process in my shitty
We really
UK
appreciate
accent.
it. Wow. They're not going to like that one.
That was brilliant.
They're not going to like that one. You're such a Tulsa.
Yes, a wicked pisser. Oh wait, no, that's Boston shit.
Yeah, stop that.
I'll just stop. So we sent out a survey the last couple months talking about what we wanted to know, what everybody's favorite things were this year. Obviously, favorite TV shows, comic books, movies, songs,
Sex
albums, the whole 9 yards. Kama Sutra positions, vibrators. We got Stan on the mic as well, our amazing sound engineer, and we are coming from On the One Studios here in beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina. Stan,
What's
say hello to the fans out
What's
there.
up?
Love it.
Stan, throw out a AKA.
Ooh, yes.
This is Stan Robbins, a.k.a. Chief Wahoo McDaniels.
Ooh. Throw yourself some air horns out there. So the first question we asked was, what is the best new show to binge straight through of 2018? The options that we had on there were The Haunting of Hill House, Titans, Maniac, Barry, Sharp Objects, Mayans MC, and then we had other, obviously. Number one with a bullet, The Haunting of Hill House.
Yes. People listened or they just watched it on their own, and then they were like, "Yeah, these guys."
That
that's
episode
exactly
aired
Made
like
right.
their own
2 weeks ago.
decisions.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So either way, I mean, if you listen to the podcast, you know I sang this show's praises. It was very, very good. Maybe not the first 2 episodes, but I'll have to go back and watch because I liked the ending so well that maybe after, watching it for the first time, you go back and watch a second time. And actually this time I'm going to be looking for all like the 94 hidden ghosts that were in the show, which, I've already seen all of them. But
I'm up to like 92.
dude, I saw all of them. But no, great show. Hard to put down, even though they're an hour apart a piece. It's hard to break away because like they leave it such like a good cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. Yes, just like Lost used to do. Remember that show?
Oh God, yes.
Oh, love it.
Oh, J.J. Abrams.
Loved Lost.
Yeah, and that one, won hands down. It got 35% of the votes. Titans was up there with 10.
Is Titans
the DC one.
That might
Is
have...
it even over yet?
It just ended.
Yeah, it just ended. When he
It,
faced
you know
off
what?
against
It
Batman.
might have had more votes if it was more accessible. Because
Yes.
I don't know
Not
about
everybody has the
oh my
DC
God.
universe,
Well, I don't know about you, but like I'm like 4 or 5 like services in, and like I just can't fucking afford another one, man. I mean, like this is coming from the comic book guy. Like
Yeah.
I can't afford the DC one.
Well, you're and that there's a Marvel one coming, or Marvel Disney one.
with the Disney one for sure.
So you're just you know what you're saving.
I really
You want to get your money's worth, right?
Well, I really want to watch the content that they're putting on because it's all exclusive. You can't see it anywhere else. They're putting out all kinds of good shit, and we'll get into
Well, if you want to watch it that
More
bad, then
shit.
fucking buy the seasons.
well then
yeah, or get an Amazon Fire Stick and illegally download them.
This is true. We don't support that, by the way. So
we don't
sue us.
support that officially.
Nope.
So our next question was favorite show of 2018, and our options were, which we had an other on there for all the categories
Yeah.
people could chime in.
Yeah,
And
they
this one
did.
actually,
did.
they did chime in the most. So we had Westworld season 2, Atlanta Robin season, It's Always Sunny, Billion season 3, Glow season 2, and Better Call Saul season 4. And the winner for that round, and it was close, it was Westworld season 2.
I need to finish it.
And I know
Yes, you do.
that this is a spoil-heavy show, but please don't spoil this for me right now.
Chime in to www. and look for Doo-Doo Brown to
Call my
spoil.
cell phone right now.
If you'd like to spoil this for Jordan,
I guarantee you I won't have watched it by the time this episode airs either. So
Yeah, I'm actually upset because when I made the survey, I was a little bit in a rush, and I should have put Ozark season 2 over Glow.
Yes,
But Glow actually got a lot of votes though. Like Glow came in 4th, so it was.
what was the other that was?
So the other one was Always
Others.
Sunny. Yeah, so the other one was Always Sunny. Daredevil got a lot of write-in votes for that,
yeah, the other was
and
full
The
of
Good
different
Place got a
shows.
couple.
What's that?
Yep.
Good Place?
Yep, Good Place got
My
a
mom
couple.
loves
Preacher got one.
Yeah, I saw your mom's post about that. If you're not watching The Good Place, unfriend me. It's like,
Is that what she sounds like? Is that what my mother sounds like?
No, she
my
sounds much
mother.
better.
Thank you.
I don't do a good female voice. I'm sorry.
No, you don't.
It sounded like
Unto-
Trump for some reason.
God. Almighty.
Just unfriend me right now.
Huge.
If you're
Huge.
not
dead to
watching
me.
The Good Place, you're wrong. You're just wrong. You're the worst.
I'm going to build a border around your house.
Around your cable box.
So the next category was favorite hip-hop album of 2018. And the categories were Pusha T, Daytona, Travis Scott, Astroworld, The Carters, Everything is Family, I think it was, something like that. Eminem, Kamikaze, Kanye West, Yee, Kid See Ghost, J. Cole, KOD, Drake, Scorpion, and Other Please Specify. This one I was actually really, really surprised about. Eminem won hands down.
Hey,
Hands down.
dude, I'm telling you, the king of hip hop
I thought
is Eminem.
I thought it was hilarious that Kanye got like 0 votes.
He did. He did. He didn't even get a write-in.
Somebody has fallen off.
I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
Someone has fallen off their
Somebody has
meds.
fallen off.
Yeah.
He's just so
And that's what
fucking
happened.
insane now.
I mean,
dude.
I
He's
you know,
not
I
a
thought
real-
Ye was decent. You
he's
know,
not
I
a
really
real
love
person.
Kids See Ghosts,
He's
but yeah,
not a real person anymore.
it's just completely unexpected as far as what's going to come out of his
Wait,
mouth. Way
is-
more than normal.
Is he still considered Kanye West, or is he something else now?
I don't know. He's like Lawnmower Man. He's in the fucking VR world.
Lawnmower Man.
That's where I'm taking it to.
Whoa. So I thought you were gonna
Wow.
be like Snoop Dogg or like
No.
someone
Snoop
changing
Dogg's
their
still
name
awesome.
often.
No.
We're going deep with this.
But yeah, you know, Eminem won hands down on that one. J. Cole was in third. Drake Scorpion got second on that. I was actually surprised that Pusha T didn't get any votes for Daytona, and there was a lot of hype about it. It's to me a great album, but 0 votes for that. And for the write-ins, there was one that said none, which I don't know why you'd write that in.
I hate rapping.
And then-
It's
This year was
terrible. It's
god
not
awful.
music. It's just people saying bitches and shit a lot.
I still like when
I love your early 90s description of hip hop.
or like in Parks and Rec where Leslie comes in the office, he's listening to turkey calls. You're listening to turkey calls. Is this not rap?
False.
Is this not rap?
And then Anderson .Paak got a shout out.
Okay, I bet I know who did that.
You?
No, no. Anderson .Paak. I like Anderson.
No,
.Paak.
he's good. He's actually coming to Fillmore next year, along with Cypress Hill and a few other groups.
Oh, we
Fillmore
gotta
down in
go see
Charlotte.
Cypress Hill.
I like some of the shit he did on the Gorillaz' new album.
Yes.
That was awesome.
So the next category is favorite song of 2018, and that included Childish
Mariah
Gambino.
Carey's "All I Want for Christmas."
That's the favorite
Every
song
year for the rest of
The
your life.
rest of eternity.
even in the afterlife. That's like what you're listening to on the way to heaven.
Actually, if you get into hell,
Or
that's
hell.
all that's ever played.
Right. They have it on repeat. You only have to listen to it once on your way to heaven. But Childish Gambino, This Is America, Drake, God's Plan, Maroon 5, Girls Like You, Panic at the Disco, I Got, sing it. Lil Dicky, Freaky Friday, and then other, please specify. Hands down, it was Childish Gambino with the most votes. I mean, to me, this song was amazing, and I was surprised at first because I thought it was, you know, it was gonna be, the video was great.
Yes.
Where it's one of those, all right, well,
Something.
can I listen to the song without watching the video? And
Actually-
you sure as hell can.
That beat is just.
Yeah.
I found myself
It goes.
listening.
It just goes.
Like
And you
in the
see this
car,
dude-
I found myself listening to the video, like
Right.
full, like with full on like gunshots
Breaks
and all.
and
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Oh yeah. And he's doing the dance. I actually flowed like
yeah.
That face he makes and shit.
Ooh. Panic at the Disco got number 2 on that round.
Hey,
And then Freaky
my
Friday
boy.
got some love.
B, are
Maroon
you
5.
coming to see? Are you coming to see Panic with us in January?
I'm gonna try. What's the date again?
I don't know. So funny. Our friend Caroline, she.
She was briefly on the show for 2 seconds.
Oh
which is
yeah, that's
so
right.
funny.
That's right.
I remember
Caroline,
when that happened.
Flashback. So she's
appropriate.
she's
It's
been
the
like
year in
she's been
review.
asking me if we're gonna go see it, and finally, we had dinner at Hops. Actually, we had their roast beef burger, which was fucking phenomenal.
Shout out to Hops.
Their specialty burgers are on point every time. But
Love you, Chris Paul.
I digress. They she was there and she asked me about. She was like, "So are we going to Hops?" And this is the day. This is the day that no, it wasn't. It was the day after. It was the day that Haley graduated. Haley was finished graduating. So we wanted to go out and, you know. Oh yeah, she graduated fucking law school, by the way, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. She's fucking doctor of the law now. For real.
She's
That
going to
is-
get us
that's
out of
accurate.
so many crimes.
Hell yeah. So Caroline has been like, "Oh, are we gonna go see the movie?" I have a bad woman voice too.
Yes, you do. I was about to say.
Caroline
your
was like,
tranny voice.
Caroline was like, "So are we gonna go? Are we gonna go see Panic? You know, in January?" I was like, "Yes, literally. I'm telling you right now. Buy the tickets and I'll pay you for them. I don't care where we're sitting. I don't care any of that shit. Where we're staying. Just buy the tickets and I'll fucking pay you for them."
Yeah, right.
We'll take care of the rest.
And so then we go out and get, you know, kind of drunk, and the next day, it was actually 2 days later. She was like, "So I kind of just need to know about those tickets," and I was like, "Yeah, I told you buy them." and I'll Venmo you as soon as you tell me where the tickets are and you have
Yeah,
a physical
about
copy in your hand. I'll send you money. And to me, that was the end of it. And then like I can't remember if it was the next day. Oh, it was yesterday.
Too late.
Shit, it was yesterday. She texted me again. She was
Creeps
like,
up on
so
you.
everyone's, kind of like hounding me about these tickets. And I was like, Caroline, buy the goddamn tickets and I'll pay you the money for them. And she was like, oh my God.
I'm so glad we have that on video.
She was like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
So she finally got, because I remember getting that text like 2 weeks ago.
If she asked me one more time, I'm buying 18 tickets and I'm going to be like, you pay me's now.
Now you can't leave.
Now you pay me.
So on to question 5. Before we get to question 5, though, we are going to take a quick little time out for one of our amazing sponsors. Next time you're in downtown Greensboro, make sure you check out McGee Street Country and Cocktails, open Wednesday through Saturday. They have live music, full-service bar, farm fresh ingredients, seasonal cocktail menu, and a great space for private parties. They're also hosting a movie night the second Thursday of every month. Make sure you check them out at 113 West McGee Street, and you can find them at www.mcgeestreetbar.com. And we're back. So question 5 is shittiest song of 2018. And this one was a real nail biter.
I wonder who won.
The options were Post Malone, literally any song he has on the radio.
That's fucked up.
And other, please specify.
There's people like, this shit's not that bad. What the hell?
So anything done by Post Malone on the radio has been the shittiest song of 2018.
Old Posty.
Hey, this was up to the people. This is the people's
Yeah,
vote.
we didn't
This
do this.
isn't just me. And they had the ample opportunity to write in some honorable mentions out there. And I know this one came from our very own Saba. Anything played by DJ El Nino. Joke's on you. El Nino hasn't DJ'd in months. Anything played by, what's his name, 6ix9ine?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Ugh,
Tekashi, little
so terrible.
rainbow haired.
Yeah, with the fucking
Awkward
jigsaw
man.
tattoo on his face.
Now
What a
he's still
scumbag.
alive, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in jail though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, God, please stop making music. And then almost all pop songs.
Yeah.
Almost all pop songs.
Yeah, I don't know. People write in shit.
Yeah, people. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Moving on, we're getting to now down to the nitty gritty.
Like, are these like actual good things?
Yes, so we have the most
here's the
lit,
shit, the lit movie
of 2018. Options were Avengers 3 Infinity War, Black Panther, Incredibles 2, Deadpool 2, Ready Player One, Halloween, Jordan's favorite, A Star is Born, Ant-Man and the Wasp,
What? I didn't even see that movie.
and other, please specify. This one was by far the biggest landslide of the whole entire thing.
Really?
Avengers 3 Infinity War.
I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right. Yet to fail, nonetheless.
Okay.
You know why?
So,
Why?
Because Spider-Verse hadn't come out yet.
this is
Fact.
And on top of that, you forget the stuff that comes out beginning of the year,
real.
which is why like Black Panther doesn't get a lot of love right now because it came out so
early
early
as shit. It was like
came out in
February.
February.
Yeah, Black History.
So
But,
Deadpool 2 was in second with 6.
Cool.
And then Ready
6
Player
what?
One got some votes
6
as
votes?
far as 6 votes.
Damn.
I mean,
that's how much of a
60
landslide.
6,000
Yeah,
votes.
600,000 votes. Incredibles 2 got some love. Halloween and A Star is Born got none. Ant-Man and Wasp surprisingly got none.
Yeah, I loved that movie.
And that movie was, I think that to me is
very enjoyable.
Going out to my daughter right here, the most slept on movie of 2018.
Ooh, look at this old.
the most slept on award.
Look at this dad over here coming out with
Dad award of 2018.
The old lingo.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
So what are you kids watching nowadays?
And 2 people actually had the audacity to write in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Well, they're gonna get slapped right in the forehead.
And one person that put in The Nun. So yeah, we
didn't
should have
see
done
it.
we should have done a horror round.
I didn't see it.
Now, on
what-
to the
You know what
new-
would have won
What's
if
that?
we did do a horror round?
What's that?
Hereditary.
I know.
Shut up, Jadon.
Fucking horrible.
Watch it again, man. Watch it again. I need to watch it again too.
You do. You need
I've
to
got
watch
it at my
again.
house, still safely secured in the wrap, so that the evil demons don't come out and kill me while I sleep.
That's the safest place
Well,
for
good
it.
thing is
Still
by the
wrapped
time
up.
this comes out, my daughter will have this as her Christmas gift, so I can watch Hereditary next weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
On to the
Watch out
worst.
for Posty.
On to the worst movie of 2018. I remember you saying something about the Post.
Yes.
Earlier. Or
It's
in
the
a-
best
an episode
character in the
before.
movie.
So for the worst movie of 2018, we got The Meg, First
Boom.
Man, Crazy Rich Asians, Rampage, Sicario, Day of the Soldado, Skyscraper, and then other.
Day after
This one was
Avengers.
another landslide victory. The
Venom.
Meg. Nope. The Meg, contrary to popular belief, voted worst movie of 2018. And
So
you
bad.
saw it.
I saw it. I
What,
saw
what,
it.
what is your take on it?
I hated it. I mean, I thought
Fully justified.
so. Okay, so the thing. Here's the thing I hated about it.
Okay.
Is that you know how the trailer had like some cheesy ass song playing? I forget what it was, but it was like,
California Dreamin' or some shit.
yeah. So it looked like it was like it knew it was going to be bad, so they made it kind of, you know, like a joke on itself. You know, that it wasn't going to take itself seriously.
Jason Statham's like shaking his head already.
Oh, it took itself really fucking seriously. It tried to make a fucking love story out of it. Like, tried to make it scientifically accurate.
How dare it.
I don't want this. I don't want a fucking giant megalodon to be like, oh, it's trapped under the ice, under this cloud
Oh,
of like...
this poor megalodon.
No, it wasn't that. It was just like, it could still be alive because it was trapped under this something or another cloud in the deepest part of the ocean, and when they fucking penetrated it, giggity.
That's what she said, sample, right here.
when they penetrated the cloud, the megalodon was able to come up through the thing, and I was just like, and then oh my god, and then there were only 3 deaths in this entire movie.
And that shark was that
fucking
gigantic.
travesty.
The shark was that gigantic, swimming through a shallow bay in Japan. You know how dense that place is. I mean, there's a
lot
bunch
of
of
people
people
in Japan.
packed into one place. And I'm telling you, man, it swam through and was like, there was even a dog. I thought the dog was going to get it. I'm glad the dog didn't get it. But, you know, I mean, one more death would have been like, okay, 3 people, 1 dog. But I hate it.
Wow.
Like, dude, and fucking Dwight Schrute died, which was fine. I mean, I was cool with that. But
It's fine.
I wanted.
Was it
death-
was it a death like Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea?
No, because it was rated PG fucking 13.
Fucking shark ate me.
That's what she said.
I didn't know this movie was rated PG 13. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, people like reaching out and like their arm getting bit
R
off,
for
and then
sex and
then
guts.
them like staring at their arm. Blood spewing everywhere, like on the dog.
This is literally the long. Like, it's way too long talking about the Meg. Like,
Yeah.
It's the worst.
it's the
movie.
longest that anyone's ever talked about. the
True.
Meg.
This might make our show. Wait, we found something. we found a highlight for the movie.
They're talking
broke
about
it.
our movie. They're talking about our movie.
We broke
Put
a
it on
Guinness
there.
World Record.
We'll be on Rotten Tomatoes. Local podcast ends up talking about the Meg for more than a minute and a half.
Oh yeah.
Can
It was
I
dumb,
can
dude.
I bring up this category was amazing.
Yeah.
We had in the other category, because we gave the people the option to vote for their own that we didn't name, and this other category was my favorite because not only did we have, so we had worst movie, and so one of the other entries was Venom.
Yes.
So we had Venom.
Yep.
We had the Predator reboot.
Ooh, okay, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. The Predator that's supposed to be funny, but it's not supposed to be because it's Predator. Yeah. Okay. And then somebody put They All Looked Horrible. But then my favorite, my absolute favorite, was someone put for worst movie, Avengers Thanos Hard On.
Air horn the shit out of that one.
What? Well, tell me what you really think. Apparently, somebody had way too much of this whole Infinity War hype and had enough of it.
You know, it's some
and I
angry
respect
girlfriend.
you, whoever that was. I don't agree with it, but I fully respect it. It's hilarious.
You know, it's some angry girlfriend out there whose boyfriend's seen it like 5 times in the movie theater.
God.
Before we round out the awards or whatnot, we're going to take a quick little time out for a commercial spot. A big thank you to one of our sponsors, Jeff Beal, and his team at Throwback Custom Cars in Raleigh, North Carolina. For over 30 years, they have specialized in classic car restoration as well as residential/commercial automation technology and audio-video systems. There is no project too big or too small, and they work all across the U.S. To set up a consultation, contact Jeff at 919-235-8337 or go to throwbackcustomcars.com and fill out the Contact Us form. All right, and we are back. So the next category is the Where's the Beef?
Hey, where's the beef?
Of 2018. And the nominees are Eminem versus MGK, Drake versus Pusha T, Black China versus the Kardashians. I don't know why I got all silent on that one.
I don't either.
Kanye West
very
and his
serious.
fans. Everyone versus the Kardashians, and then others. So this is Eminem is 2 for 2 today. So he wins it for Beef of 2018. His little really 3-week rivalry
Back and
with
forth.
MGK.
People.
Which, you know, we had the episode on that and this, that, and the other. And it was interesting for a while. We talked a little bit about it was good to see, hip-hop beefs kind of coming back. Early in the year, we had Drake and Pusha T, which I thought was way more entertaining and actually more viable instead of just some dude from Cleveland just trying to beat on his chest a little bit, getting mad at Marshall Mathers, who he looked up to, and had to get permission from Diddy to even come out with a diss track. So it is what it is. He came out with his.
Are you
Eminem
sure, Daddy?
destroyed him.
Are you sure I can put it out, Daddy?
Eminem destroyed him in just one swipe of the sword. It was literally like a fly swat.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you're fucking done.
And then MGK kept trying to be like, "Oh, I'm going to put out a whole diss album
Yeah.
to him."
I'm still working on it,
But
though.
wait at that.
Yeah.
Wait at that.
No, then he came out with another album like 2 weeks after that, and it did terribly in sales. So, and then we saw him open up for Fall Out Boy, and I'll tell you what, like I will give credit where credit is due. It's hard to come at the king no matter who you are, and I give him credit because Eminem
shouldn't have
called
done
out a shitload of people on that album, and granted, a lot of them will never lash back, whether if it's Lil Pump, Lil fucking whoever the fuck it is at this
It's like,
point.
wow, Eminem said my name.
Yeah, a lot of them were just glad that they said his name, and that was like their rebuttal to it. He was the only one that was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do something. He was smart about it. He's like, if he comes back, he comes back. If he doesn't, then it looks like he's a bitch. So he had nothing to lose. Eminem had everything to lose from it, and it was what it was. But that's what it is. I would have liked to see more votes on Kanye West versus the fans, and
Are there?
everyone versus the Kardashians though did come in second.
Did anyone put what's her name? Cardi B and Nicki Minaj?
Actually, yes. Hold on. We have 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, which I didn't know was still a
Oh
thing, but it
my
still is.
still a thing? God.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
still
no,
a
no,
thing.
no,
Yeah,
no.
because he bought those
Hilarious.
concert tickets.
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
my
Cardi
God,
and
that's so
Nicki.
good.
Nobody cares. And then there
Nobody
was
cares.
Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
And then there was actually 2 for Nicki and Cardi B. And then there was USA versus China steel tariffs.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Real nail biter.
Wow.
Real nail biter on that one.
Let's just gloss over that right there. We are a
There
fucking-
are-
we are a nerd podcast, not.
Well, there was also a Trump comment in there, and we keep the politics off the show as much as possible.
Joke's on you.
Unless
There are no winners.
Yeah, unless you're Bill Maher, you can still go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck you.
Moving on, video game of 2018, and the nominees are Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Madden NFL 19, Jordan's personal favorite, Fortnite, and then other. This one was a little bit closer than the other ones, but Red Dead Redemption 2 brings it home.
Wrong. God of War wins every single time, hands down. And actually,
you were very high on this when we first started the podcast.
I was. I'm telling you what.
really
when we
high.
very first started. Only on legal substance.
Yes.
Officer and my girlfriend, who is a fucking lawyer now. God of War wins hands down. I disagree with all of our fans or whoever voted for this because, well, first of all, it did win Game of the Year at the Video Game Awards this year. So
What month was that?
Suck on that dick.
Was that like in
Well,
the summer?
you know,
No,
this,
that just
this-
happened.
This
Okay.
fell cursed to
It just
like
went.
everything else. It came out too early.
Yeah.
You know, which I mean, I hate saying that came out too early, but when you get towards the end of the year, everybody remembers the recent.
It's still fresh in my mind, man. Still fresh in my mind. Red Dead Redemption 2 was just too glitchy, and the story was like there were a bunch of weird points in it. I mean, the voice acting and the score and the vastness of the game was good. But
Rockstar always does a great job with that.
Yes.
For the most part.
Okay, I'll give you for the most
I mean,
part.
even when we talked about scariest video games, like Rockstar did Manhunt, and the voice acting in that was
awesome.
fucking great.
Manhunt was awesome.
See? Right? And then Fortnite. So how? Sorry? Yes, I So how you liking the new season of Fortnite?
Season 7 Fortnite's pretty rad. It's fun. Now we're doing the 14th.
So it's all winterscapes, right?
Yeah, well, not all of it. There's a huge glacier that, remember I told you there was a snowstorm coming?
Yeah.
But it was really a glacier that was moving through, which had, God, this sounds so stupid whenever I say it out loud. It had Santa Claus?
No.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, what better way to celebrate another year of Fortnite with an actual fortnight of gifts?
I get it. 2 weeks.
14 days of gifts.
Love it.
14 days of Christmas. And, you know, you can play as Santa Claus, you can play as elves, you can't play as a reindeer, but you,
Damn it.
you know, you've got airplanes now and zip lines, and they're coming out with snowboards and shit like that. It's just fun, man. It's fun to sit down after a long day's work, fucking throw the goddamn headphones on, play with your fucking pals that you don't ever get to see. Shout out to you, Left Leg, Qui-Gon Bryn, Tyler Crouch, what's good, my homie. Fucking shout out to Flames and anyone else I'm forgetting that listens to the show. I'm sorry,
Lewis?
Nah, fuck Lewis. He don't play with me anymore, man. He doesn't.
He's too good for me.
He doesn't play with me.
Now,
anymore.
do the guys that play with you on Fortnite, do they know you have a podcast?
Yeah. Well, Qui-Gon listens all the time, actually, or so does Crouch. Really, those are the only two. The other Left Leg is not a nerd at all. He's like a man's man. He works.
He's Ron Swanson of Fortnite.
He works like outside and shit and like hunts all the time. Sends us like Snapchats of like him with his fresh kill, and I'm like, I like the deer. You know what I mean? Like how you gonna kill Bambi's mom, man? But and Flames has a wife, so I assume he doesn't get to do anything he likes.
He's gonna listen to this and be like, "Fuck that."
That
dude,
is a
man.
safe assumption.
Oh hell!
So yeah, man, it's really cool to just sit there and play with guys you don't really. Wait a minute, phrasing.
No, go on.
Phrasing.
What?
It's cool to just sit there and like play with your friends that you never get to see. That you know, I've seen them all at one time, one time ever. And we've been playing for like probably a year now together. Mm-hmm. And I'd say I'm better friends with them than people I used to be friends with like a year ago.
Us?
Not with y'all, no. I see y'all and hang out with y'all and converse with y'all all the time. But like years ago, like a year ago, I'd consider these guys my better friends.
Sure.
And I can just sit there, and we all met up one time at this place called Ted's Kickin' Chicken.
That sounds awesome.
You know
Yes, sir.
Stan,
Yes,
let's
sir.
chime in on
Ted's
this.
Kickin' Chicken,
yeah.
bro. It was wing day, like wing.
So where is this?
It's wing day
establishment
every
at?
day at Ted's.
Yeah, dude. Where is it at? Winston. There's one in Winston.
There's one in Winston. There's one in I think Louisville.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We went to the one in Winston, and it was like 50 cents, or it was like 40 cents per wing, or some shit like that. Something ridiculous. So I got like 20 and way too many, of course, because you know my eyes are bigger than my stomach. But
Passed out with sauce all over his face.
straight up, then we all went home and played
Play
fucking
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Fortnite meetups. It's a thing, people. Do it.
It was fucking awesome.
Get to know your friends.
That's why I really like online gaming and gaming in general, because it just brings a lot of people who don't really know who don't really know how to get out and like, you know, talk to people.
Right.
Like, it forces you to get in there and just make some fucking friends. And
I agree.
Why Ted's?
These are all
Just so random.
these are. I thought so too. Well, first of all, I had never been to one, and the way they're all friends from like out in the sticks. You know what I mean? Like they're all the way out there, and
You know, the sticks.
They apparently go. Well, they apparently go to Ted's all the time. And wow, this car is a douchebag.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
Just leave
but
that sound in
Jesus
there. But
Christ.
Fast and Furious, calm the fuck down out there.
Dude.
Tokyo Drift in Greensboro.
But no, yeah, they were like they talked about meeting up at Ted's and they were explaining it to me and I was like, I mean, I'm you know me.
I like them wings.
I like chicken.
Like I like them things.
I like chicken.
It's quite fond of one another.
You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it, let's go to Ted's. And this week when I come back for Christmas, we're gonna go to Hops. So if y'all want to come,
Hell yeah,
meet some guys
cool.
at Hops.
All right.
Meet my Fortnite
I
fam.
like it. Before we get into, sorry.
I digress. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent with that.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm just stuck. All right, we'll have to edit that a little bit.
No, you won't. You were stuck in your chair.
I was stuck in my fucking hoodie. Before we get to the 10th and final one on the poll, we're going to take one more little commercial break for our sponsors. We'd like to take the time to thank one of our sponsors, Andrew Newman, attorney at law. Located here in Greensboro, North Carolina, he can assist you with your criminal as well as traffic violations, and his practice includes Guilford, Forsyth, as well as all surrounding counties. To set up a free consultation, you can contact him at 336-663-2388, and you can also visit him on his website, attorneynewman.com.
Fart or burp.
And we're back with Jordan farting and burping all over the place.
All over
wrapping
me.
up 2018. I mean, just like the way he started it.
Hey,
So
I go in how I come out. Wait, what?
What? What? Might need a little John sample on that one.
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
You ever say too many things at one time?
So the last category on here for 2018 is Animated Series of 2018, and the nominees are South Park, Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty. I almost said Ricky and Morty.
How dare you?
Big Mouth, Disenchantment, BoJack Horseman, and then Other. This one was actually really, really close there for a while, and it was Big Mouth in the lead for a little bit, but Rick and Morty
Thank God.
edged it out.
I hate Big Mouth.
Now, is this because, you know my opinion on Nick Kroll? I don't like him on anything individually. I like him as a supporting character.
Ensemble.
Okay.
Yes,
He's great
I like
in
him
an
as a supporting
ensemble.
character.
Well,
I didn't like Kroll's show.
Isn't John Mulaney in Big
he
Mouth
is.
also?
Yeah, they do the Broadway.
I
they do the
fucking-
Broadway show together too.
Dude, it is the dumb. I think it's so.
I've tried. I just
you
can't.
know my position on stupid funny, and I think this is absolutely 100%.
I usually love stupid funny, but this is just too stupid.
It's too stupid. It's just so stupid.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
God damn, dude. It's hard. It's just hard to get through an episode. Like I'm just sitting there like
they're
this,
going for the
this
low
shit
hanging
isn't-
fruit,
Yeah.
and
It's
all
not fucking
horrible.
funny.
And that's the thing. I have nothing against you, Nick Kroll. I really do not. It's just between the Kroll show and this, I love you in the league. Your little cameo performances on
He's
shows
great,
and movies.
but-
great ensemble. You know, it's like me trying to be a leading man. I'm sure I would not be fantastic. I need my guys around me.
It's like-
I could never host this shit by myself.
I fucking could.
It's like if B. Hearn tried to be the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes.
He hates Doctor Strange so much that he would not be good at it.
Yes. I would be terrible at it. And I would not know what to do with my hands like Ricky Bobby the entire time.
You are the Sorcerer's Apprentice when Mickey Mouse puts the hat on and fucks everything up.
Yes.
That is exactly what Big Mouth is doing.
Thank you for comparing me to Big Mouth.
If he were the
I'm sorry,
sorcerer,
buddy.
if he were the Sorcerer Supreme, Wong would just be like, "You're just doing the Wolfpack symbol."
Yeah, and I would.
like,
and I would want the NWO theme song in the background, and I would go, "Ayo, Chico,
This more to magic than the devil horns.
I am Reza Ramon."
I'm really fucking glad Big Mouth didn't win. But I am also very glad Rick and Morty did because they put some fucking hours into like
Yes,
all
they
those
did.
all those extremely subtle
Nuances?
I was trying to say nuances, but like the subtle jokes, like the subtle hints
Yeah.
towards like other like aliens and all of pop culture.
Right. And Jerry, do you want to cover a little bit? Because I know it was for a while there, like almost going to get canceled, and then they
Well,
got
yeah,
saved.
well, it wasn't-
So tell us a little bit about that.
It was up in the the contract was up in the air. The show was never truly up in the air
That's what it
because It's so good.
They wouldn't throw away that
There's
much
no
money.
exactly. It was adults. It is still Adult Swim's like #1 like performing show. There's no way in hell they were going to let that slip out of their fingers. So it was just that whole rigmarole was just like them fighting over more money. Like, we think we deserve this, and you're trying to pay us this bullshit, and you're making all this money on all this merchandising because they're cranking that shit out hardcore, and they wanted their fair share of it, and I don't blame them at all. And they it sounds like they made a huge deal. You know, it's like 70 episodes they made a deal
70
for.
episodes.
So I going off season 3, I cannot wait for the the different directions they're going to take us, in season 4 and beyond.
No matter how long it takes them to get it to us.
Right.
Oh yeah, and that kind of quality, like, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. And this is coming from a huge hardcore Venture Brothers fan, where they fucking put out some huge quality episodes, but it takes them for fucking 2 years to get it to you.
Right.
A lot of people sleep on Venture Brothers.
Don't do it.
Shout
Don't
out
you
to
do
Jordan
it.
Hernandez.
I mean, you keep touching my nipple like that, but
Are you sleeping on his nipple?
That was just a shot in the dark, man. You doing something later? All right, are we going to go into our own little...
Yeah, so, once again, we do want to thank all the fans that voted. We appreciate your input. Obviously, we went through it.
All 26 of you?
All 40 of you. We love you.
yes.
And now we're just going to do our own. We individually have a couple, like, nonchalant, or not nonchalant, just kind of unique awards for
Our own
2018. And we'll just kick it off with Jerry and just come around this way.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about this for a little while, and I had an award that I wanted to do, and then I could only really come up with 3 people as nominees. So I moved on to another one. But you know what? I think it's entertaining enough. I'm going to go over both of them.
Nice.
So the one that I couldn't really get hold of, and maybe you guys can help me, but I came up with the person that's most screwed at the end of 2018.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wait, that's
Most
not
screwed of
that's the dead one?
2018.
Is that the dead
No,
one?
no, God, no. He's the one that can't stay. He's the rainbow-haired one that cannot stay out of
thought he
fucking
was
jail.
dead.
Like an idiot.
Because he keeps it real, quote unquote.
Jesus freaking
Go
fricks.
fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyway,
Sorry, Jerry.
the person that's most screwed at the end of 2018, I had nominee number 1, Tony Stark,
Okay.
because it looks like he's very screwed in that in-game trailer. He's by himself. It looks like he's by himself. Nebula's on the ship with him.
Oh, yeah.
But
because they're the only 2 left on Titan.
yeah, but I mean, like, they're left with dire, circumstances here. They're on their own. They're running out of fuel, air, food.
Food has
what
been
have
out
you.
for 4 days. You know how hangry I'd be?
No shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sending a video that cute. Bitch, I'm hungry.
Send me some Twinkies.
I'm about to eat this helmet.
And
Fucking
then,
hook that shit. You know what I mean?
And then another nominee for most screwed at the end of 2018, I came up with Marty Bird. I mean, come on.
I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shit. Maybe.
But go ahead. I mean, no. Go ahead.
No, it's just like it's season 1 of Ozark. It was the Marty Bird show. Like, he was like in control, it seemed, and even if he wasn't in control, then he had an idea of how to get himself out of some shit. Wow. At the end of season 2. He's just a afterthought, man. Like, his wife is like taken over.
His wife is like the Walter White of the show right now.
Like, she's finally come into her own.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is great,
the
and I
Skylar
want to
wife?
keep this going.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it. That's kind of how the roles are transitioning a little bit.
Didn't he come up with a plan like this? We should do this, and then she changed it at the
she's
last
fuck
second.
that. We're not going to Australia. We're going to stay here. And he's like,
Like,
I
well,
was planning on going to
I'm-
Australia, getting everybody the fuck out of here, but now we're not.
Well, that's where I came up with, Marty Bird. Like, he's kind of screwed at the end of that season where, he came up with his own idea to get his family out of stuff, but his wife has other ideas. And, maybe it'll be great. Maybe it won't. We'll see how it pans out in the next season. And then the only other guy I came up with was Scott Lang. I mean, he's stuck in the fucking quantum realm. And
I mean, he gets out thanks to the previews.
Luckily we know he gets out, but at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, that was amazing because, you knew all the Infinity War stuff happened, but it was in the back of your mind because this was such a a lighthearted, funny kind of like one-off adventure, and the post-credit scene with them going into the quantum realm and then his friends getting dusted while he's in there, he is very screwed. He's gonna.
But that might have been the only thing that saved him, though.
No, definitely, he could have been dusted too.
And I mean, that's the one thing that bothers me. Normally, MCU tries to keep it pretty tight on their loopholes or whatnot. Was all right. He's going into the quantum realm. They're in the parking deck. This, that, and the other. How does he not know all the other shit is going on in New York, in Wakanda, with Thanos? Like that's the only thing that bothers me about Ant-Man and Wasp. Literally the only thing, and it's a great movie. And that's
how he didn't know that.
Well, how they didn't
on?
know, right?
Yeah,
right.
Well,
So that's all. But I mean, it's still a fantastic movie. It's just one of those like,
All right.
Where was
so
he been?
I went over a little over, so I'm going to go over my other one. Okay, so this is most embarrassing superhero moment.
Ooh.
Well, who the fuck won the other one?
Who cares?
Okay. I'm there. I'm right with it.
Let's say Marty Bird, because he's a human and he's dealing with human shit.
I agree.
Most embarrassing superhero moment. Nominee number 1 is Luke Cage. If you saw Luke Cage season 2, you saw at the beginning or kind of near the beginning of the season where he made that like YouTube like taunt video, like anybody want some, come bring it kind of video, and I thought that was very embarrassing. He should not have done that.
That's the equivalent of taking your shirt off before the fight starts.
Right, exactly.
The first dude that takes his shirt off normally gets his ass whooped.
Yep. And so he put it all out there. That was really embarrassing. Okay. Nominee number 2, Luke Cage. I'm sorry, I just read that. Number 2 is Iron Fist for in his season 2 getting his powers taken like a little bitch.
Old Iron Fist.
His nemesis took his powers from him, and then it was basically the entire show. The rest of the season was them trying to figure out how to get the powers back.
Oh,
and
God.
so yeah, it was horrible.
I'm glad I didn't bother.
It
was a
now,
season 2.
It was better. Granted, it was better than season 1, but just barely. And so number 3 is Black Panther kicking that suit in front of Shuri and then getting blasted. You knew something was happening when Shuri had her what the hell you call those vibranium bracelet thing recording the whole thing. You knew some shit was going to happen. She said she was just going to review it.
She was steady roasting him the whole movie.
Yeah.
What are
those? And
Black
then
Museum.
And then number 4 is most embarrassing superhero moment was Miles and his dad as he was dropping him off at school and making sure he told him he loved him. That was very embarrassing.
That has to win.
I would totally do that to my kid.
Yeah.
That's the win right there.
But it was amazing. And yes, the winner is Miles and his dad.
Nice.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I picked up my daughter from school one time and I was like blasting Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go. You're welcome, Jordan.
Nice. I can't wait to do dad shit.
It gets pretty cool.
I'm just going to steal someone else's kid and just do it one time.
Jordan, what are your little unique end-of-year 2018 awards?
Well, unlike Jerry, who was extremely prepared, I can't stop burping and farting. But I did one. I did one.
Best burps and farts
and
of the year.
it doesn't have... Really? Really, nigga?
We got it all. We got the trains going by. We got Tokyo Drift.
Oh, no, you won.
We are recording in the middle of Manhattan.
Oh, shit. So I did one, and I didn't even have multiple people because it's just, I mean, so my award is the most obscene scene of 2018.
Ooh.
Yep. And
look at all that alliteration.
Hell yeah, dude. It's when Toni Collette's fucking character in Hereditary is sawing her own fucking head off with wire.
Spoiler alert!
She's sawing her own head off with wire in the attic, and it's literally a scene that just haunts me.
I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm scared.
It started the crazy shit is that she's like levitating, right? Mm-hmm. She's levitating up in the top of the attic. The kid goes up there, is like looking around, and then you fucking hear, and And he like slowly looks up like a moron. Who, if you're scared,
Stupid idiot.
If you're scared and you hear a noise,
Stupid.
when's the last time you slowly turned and looked at it?
Yeah.
Like if I hear a noise in the woods and I'm like someone's behind me walking up, I'm not gonna be like look with my eyes first,
Guardians, put your mean faces on.
and then turn around. No, dude, like fucking. He looks up and there she is, cold, wide eyes staring at him. And dude, I lost it. Literally, I was both of my fingertips to my mouth, like all fingertips to my mouth, just like in the theater. Me and Jameson just sitting there eating popcorn together. It was seriously like, so fucking intense and obscene. Definitely insane. Insano, man.
We's in the juice.
I thought you out, buddy.
I only got 2.
No. I do have another one because I thought of another one. So it's the most. It was the coolest twist of events at the
twist.
at the end. Yes, it was the coolest twist at the end of a video game.
Okay.
And the winner is at the end of God of War. You know, they're doing all they did all the Greek mythology and whatnot.
Right.
And now this time they're doing the what is Thor? What is that?
That is
Nordic
mythology.
Norse mythology, right? So this whole time, you know, Odin's there, Thor's there, all of everyone else, and you know, the whole time playing the game, you're like, where's Loki at? I mean, Thor is actually a thing in the Marvel universe, and you know, Tom Hiddleston, you watch him, and you automatically think of Thor, or you automatically think of Loki.
Yeah.
And the whole time you're thinking like, where the fuck is Loki in this game? And they mention Thor all the time, and then at the very end of the game, it's even in kind of like after the game is over, like, and you're walking back down the tallest point in the Giants' realm, sounds
like a long walk.
It's a long game. It's a good fucking long game, and Kratos' son Atreus, we're learning about his mother the entire time, and at the end of the game, Atreus' mother is actually a giant. So Kratos is, you know, a god of war, and his mother is a giant. So this kid is half and half, just like me, and so he's half god.
He said it.
He's half god, half giant, and Atreus is just a name that was given to him by Kratos. So we find out at the very, very, very end of the game, he says they're all reading this crazy shit on the walls that his mother wrote in the land of the giants, and he says his kid is actually Loki, and just after that, a little curtain on the wall blows away, and it's pretty much the mom was writing the entire story of Loki's life, of his whole life, and it's there's one last thing that Loki doesn't see, but Kratos sees it, and it's Loki holding his dead father, Kratos, and we're just like,
Damn.
God of War 2. I'm telling you, man.
Dude, they've been great since the fucking PlayStation.
Game of the year,
days.
bitch.
Yeah, they've been great since. I mean, I love the first I love the first 3.
Yes,
so
they're
they've just been
all amazing,
nonstop, just fantastic.
You go ahead.
I only got 2. You know, I got the
Fuck
tear jerker of 2018.
Where's Matt when you need him?
Well, we don't have Dr. Love, Captain Cleveland. Shout out to Saba.
Saba, that's what I mean.
He's up in Cleveland right now, writing the Notebook Part 2.
I just can't stop thinking about Matt. I miss him so.
I know we do miss you, Matthew. No. You know, for those of us that unfortunately had to watch Jurassic World 2.
Nope.
The scene where the Brontosaurus goes to the loading dock to try to catch the boat is the saddest shit I've seen all year. My daughter, who was sitting next to me, and the island's fucking blowing up. It's all over the place, and you just see, and it's like a silhouette, though.
They left Littlefoot?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
In a fucking terrible way. And he
not only did I have to endure this during The Land Before Time,
Yeah.
now I have to endure this in fucking Jurassic World.
And that one knew it. He's walking.
Yeah.
And he's like, the lava and smoke is coming right behind him. He's walking down a pier, which that's a very strong pier.
Yeah, yes. Strongest pier ever. I mean, there are dinosaurs on the island, so I mean, they got to make it pretty.
They didn't make that pier for
dinosaurs.
And
then everyone's watching this last dinosaur. It jumps up on its hind legs, gets covered by the fog, and it makes out a. And I am crying right now.
Yeah, I look over, my daughter's crying. I'm like holding it in. I was like, oh my God. The rest of the movie, terrible.
Awful.
But that was the tearjerker scene of 2018. And then I have my sleeper hit of 2018 is Barry on HBO. If you have yet to check out Barry, please go, please watch it. It's an awesome dark comedy starring Bill Hader, with Henry Winkler, Stephen Root, Sarah Goldberg, Jen Fisher, and Anthony Carrigan, who plays NoHo Hank, who is just one of those oddball side characters that you are going to grow to love. And Henry Winkler and Bill Hader both won lead Emmys, as well as supporting actor Emmys on their roles. And
damn.
It's a solid dark comedy. If you're into dark comedies, check out Barry on HBO. It's on HBO Go, HBO Now, all that fun stuff.
When we met Henry Winkler, he actually let us in on the fact that he was nominated like way back when we went to that thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
So we went to Raleigh Comic-Con and met Henry Winkler, and he was as nice as can be. Literally the nicest fucker I think I've ever met on the planet. Sorry for calling you fucker, Henry Winkler. Or Dr. Saperstein, as I should say. And, so that's how my daughter knows him, as Dr. Saperstein from Parks and Rec, and was nice as could be, did a group picture with us. And I was telling him, I was like, hey, my daughter, is a big fan as well from Parks and Rec. And I was like, Jerry and I love watching you on Barry. And he was like, I'm actually up for an award.
We were all like, yes,
we were just like, hell yeah. And then he ended up winning. So congratulations to both Bill Hader and Henry Winkler for both their awards.
Somebody else on that show, Darcy Carden, who plays Janet on The Good Place.
Right.
She popped up. She wasn't a big thing on Barry, but I loved that she was in it because I love her and I love Janet on The Good Place.
Is she the one that plays like the Siri chick?
Yes.
Yep. She is on that.
Yeah, she popped up. She was great.
Yeah, The Good Place. Got to check that out too. I finally started getting into that. I'm on like episode 2, but I've liked what I've seen so far.
The main part is I want you to take from this is I'm in love with Darcy Carden and I want to marry her.
You hear that, Darcy? You got a number 1 fan right here.
You won't kiss her.
I will.
You won't do it.
Don't get a restraining order on
Bet.
you. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for our 2018 wrap up. Like I said, it's been a fantastic year. 1 year under the belt. We love all of you. Thank you so much for listening. Whether you're here in North Carolina, the U.S., internationally. We're trying to grow, do better, do big things. Anything you want to see us do, or almost to an extent. I mean, we're not going to do everything to sing Jackass. Well, Jordan might do it, but the rest of us might.
$20 is $20, motherfucker.
Do you have a toy car?
That's what I was thinking of exactly.
Oh God!
But thank you for a phenomenal year. It's been a fun ride. On behalf of Ryan Saba, Matthew Feliciano, who couldn't make it. Brian Hernandez.
Doo-Doo Brown.
Jadon Edmonds.
Stan Robbins.
I thought you were just about to be like, Stan
the Man Robbins. Thank you again so much for being a part of this journey. We're looking forward to a great second year. Season 2 getting ready to start next. Haley's going to take us out with the outros as normal. And thank you for listening to Multi. Churro.
Ow.
We want to take the opportunity to shout out one of our sponsors, Gate City Growlers. They have 20 taps. They specialize in small North Carolina breweries and specialty craft beers. Working with the little guys since 2015. Guys, please stay local. Take care of the local shops.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Pop Culture as Fuck, presented by multiPOPtural. Be sure to check us out at our website for all the latest news and notes. You can find us at www.popcultureaf.com or multipoptural.com. And we'll see you next week, you filthy animals.
Yes! Yeah! Victory! And anger management?
Fuck anger management.